And I know what's under your blanket. You're about to wank it.
I'm scared.
As you can see, I have green earrings on and a green top. And you have a green top. And conveniently. And for the people out there who don't know, we have green on today because it's St. Patrick's Day.
Hey.
Woo! Happy St. Patrick's Day to all our Irish kings and queens out there. I love an Irish person. I actually love Irish.
I love the Irish
people.
accent. It's absolutely iconic.
I think that Irish people are some of the kindest, most fun, most jolly, most fun-loving people I've ever come across.
I agree with that.
Like, they're just always down for a good time. And I'm not generalising, but the generalisation's positive.
It's a great thing. So
I actually love it.
Take that as a dub.
Yeah, and I, obviously, as I always do, don't know much about St. Patrick's Day, the origin. So I was like, let me educate you on a few fun facts. So, yes, it is St. Patrick's Day, the 17th of March. And St. Patrick was born in Roman Britain in the 4th century. So he was actually British.
Jesus.
However, he was kidnapped around the age of 16 and taken to Ireland as a slave. And he basically worked for years, which 6 years working as like a sheep herder, and then he became really religious. So I guess, he didn't have a lot else to think about. So then he actually ended up escaping Ireland, and he went back to the UK, and he trained to be a priest.
Wow.
And he like followed that path of Christ, and then became a missionary and went back to Ireland. And then he became a saint. He was never actually fully recognized as a saint.
I'm pretty sure you're not recognized as a saint until after you pass.
Yeah, right. And then he then decided, he then was like the core saint or person to spread Christianity around Ireland.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's interesting. Do you know why it was specifically that day, sorry? Have you already said that?
No.
Oh.
I didn't actually find that out.
Fair.
But also, I don't know why that's significant, to be honest, but also now St. Patrick's Day is more about celebrating the cultural heritage and things that Irish people overcame rather than as a religious thing, which is where it started, which is really cool and very interesting. And I love the theme of St. Patrick's Day. I think it's really fun. The leprechaun, the green, the luck, just the beer and the fun.
Factual.
Don't know if you've ever been to an Irish bar.
I haven't. I actually really want to go.
Really
Although
fun.
I fear I don't like Guinness enough, and Guinness is like the nationally treasured drink there,
It's crazy because I thought I didn't like Guinness.
No, I don't like it. Although I haven't had it on drafts, which is apparently a lot better than in that terrible bottle. Yeah,
it's horrible.
It's awful.
But like a draft Guinness is actually really not bad. It's not good. Like it's not good enough to have more than one though. Like I don't know how
people really love
sustain it for the whole evening.
Yeah.
But I'll have one Guinness and be like, oh, that was nice. That was like a nice, heavy, bready, creamy drink. I think the creaminess is what I never really anticipated. And then I had a friend who told me to just try a Guinness again. So I tried a half pint of Guinness, and I was like, actually, this isn't really that bad. But again, you don't like beer as much as me because I like Desperados.
Are you insane? I love beer.
Oh, really?
Beer on draft is my favourite freaking thing.
Oh.
Go to the pub, I'm getting a beer.
Then try Guinness.
Yeah, but I just don't like Guinness is too dark. I don't really like dark beer that much.
Stout.
Although
beer,
I haven't had it in a while. So
yeah, I also tried this coffee stout beer once, and it was really nice. Like it actually had a really coffee-ish taste.
I fear it's been too long since I last had it, so I probably just don't remember.
Yeah.
But I just remember thinking it was horribly bitter.
It is
quite bitter,
but it's not horribly bitter.
Yeah,
I really don't think it's horribly bitter.
Yeah.
And actually, when you if you lock into that creaminess, you start to realize it, and you're like, oh damn, it's actually
good. It's got different types of flavors there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give it another go.
It's definitely not my go-to though. Like it's not like
Never will be. What is your go-to since we're on that topic?
Beer?
Yes. If it's not Desperados. The thing is, I like a Desperado. I like the taste, but it just will give me a headache no matter what. That's why I don't like it anymore.
I wonder why. Because it never does that to me.
Don't know.
I think my go-to beer outside of a Desperado would probably be something really simple, like an Estrella.
Fair.
Like it has to be something very neutral. I don't know if you've ever tried a Neck Oil. It's like a classic lager. And they're nice, but it's also again very heavy. But they're also very high in percentage, which is why I think they're quite popular. And they have really cool packaging.
Fair. I like a Budweiser. I think I'm bored. People don't really rate it that much, but I like it, and it's also decently cheap in spoons. Just
Fair.
it's a good choice.
In spoons, do they serve them as a bottle?
No.
Okay.
I think you can get bottled beers, but I prefer them on tap.
Yeah, because I don't think I've had Bud on tap.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've.
I prefer it on tap.
Yeah,
I've had it in a bottle, and I like.
Yeah.
I like it in a bottle, but it's way better on tap.
I've never liked it in a bottle. I just feel the problem with beer in a bottle to me is that it never gets cold enough.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Other than Desperado,
I like a cold beer.
Yeah, I feel, and even then it's like, and Desperado isn't even on tap, so I'm just used to how it tastes in a glass bottle. But other ones,
oh my god, in a can it's even worse.
It's so worse. It tastes like
every
metal.
Beer is terrible in a can. I don't get
it
that. It
just absorbs the metallic flavor, which is not nice. Yeah. I think I've had like Camden Hells. I don't know if you've had Camden Hells.
I haven't.
That in a can isn't bad.
Oh, I tried a beer in when I went to what's his name, Jeremy Clarkson's farm. I went to Clarkson's farm, right? And he makes his own beer there or something. It's actually really fucking good.
Wow.
I wouldn't lie, but it is like £7 for half a pint or something, which is insanely diabolical. Maybe wait, I don't remember. Maybe it was like £5 for half a pint. It was expensive. It was really expensive, and. Yeah, but it was very good beer, so really? I will give him credit for that.
Was it like any notes in particular, like flour?
No, honestly, I can't remember. I'm not a beer connoisseur, to be honest, but like it was good. There was one that was just terrible, but I think that was the specific type of beer that my friend got, so she gave it to me because I could stomach it.
Yeah, I feel like the thing about drinking beers is like it's never really that hard for me to drink them. I don't know, unless it's like overtly terrible. Yeah. Also, one of my favorite beers, since we're on the topic of beers now, is Brewdog beers. I really love their Elvis juice. Like their Elvis juice is my favorite beer, basically.
I've not tried it, but Brewdog beer, I think in general, is quite good.
Yeah, it's actually a very like one of my favorite places to go if I want a beer, because I just know that every beer I get would be nice.
Also, the ambience in Brewdog, I love that.
It's a really good
little
vibe.
bar,
and their wings.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah, good times. Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Hey.
Let's party. Let's have a beer. Cheers to that. Anyway, welcome back. Welcome back to the Same But Diff podcast. I'm Mary V. No, I'm not.
Okay. I'm Cecilia.
Well, I'm lost. I'm Cecilia.
I'm Mary V.
And this is the podcast where we educate yet entertain.
We motivate whilst making jokes.
And we brighten
your day.
I can't believe I said I'm you. That's so funny.
That is hilarious.
Anyway, yes,
that's
welcome.
So funny. Welcome. Okay, so I wanted to run something back that we ain't done in a very long time, since episode 9. Ooh. So I wanted to do Busta Rhyme. And I know we were both aware of how terribly this went last time, but it was so unbelievably funny that I thought it needs to be brought back.
Yeah.
So,
can you re-explain the game? Because I've kind of forgotten.
Okay, I'll really re-explain, and I know we're going to still do terribly in this. Mm-hmm. But essentially, I have 5 words that are AI generated, so it wasn't like me picking out words that I thought were going to be good. And we're supposed to use those words, implement them into a rhyme. We just kind of made it into a terrible rap last time.
Okay.
But they don't have to be the words that you use to rhyme with. They just have to be within the rhyme.
Okay. Could you give me an example, please?
You always ask for this. Okay. Okay, wait, let me just use the actual words. So I've got the 5 words that we're supposed to be using. Mm-hmm. So, oh no, maybe I don't know.
Okay, what about the word air?
Okay. I can't breathe about any air. No, because now I want to rhyme with it, and that's not what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
The air's really dense.
And I'm feeling very tense.
Yeah, exactly. So the air doesn't have to be the word that you rhyme with, right?
Okay.
But
and then how long do we go
you don't have to. I have just the 5 words. So until we get those 5 words in there,
okay,
then we can stop.
Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll be better this time.
5 words are river, rocket, blanket, thunder, and guitar. We're cooked. I fear. So
okay,
river, rocket, blanket, thunder, and guitar.
I need to see the words. Okay. You start.
Oh, I was gonna say, can you start?
Okay, I was born by a river.
Yeah.
I was born by a river in a little tent.
Okay, so you're using someone else's bar and you didn't even rhyme.
Wait, am I supposed to rhyme myself?
Oh, okay, so you're doing it so I supposed to rhyme with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was born by a river in a little tent. I'm trying to be an influencer who's making good content.
Okay. Do we then have to go on to the rest of the words?
I don't have to use them. No, like we just have to continue until we've included all of them. So, yeah, I just crumbled and didn't use rocket, but it's okay.
Okay, content.
You don't have to keep rhyming with content.
Okay. Shooting into space, our content like a rocket.
I really can't keep this up. I want you to stop it. You don't.
You really got those frosty bars. I think I need a blanket.
I'll come like thunder. I want to tank it.
That means nothing. That don't mean shit, bro.
It doesn't. That was the point.
And I know what's under your blanket. You're about to wank it.
I'm scared. It's the look in the camera for me. You're about to wank it. Oh God, that is a nightmare.
We're nearly done.
Sorry. Repeat the bar. I know what's under your blanket. You're about to wank it. Okay. Let me just play my guitar before this goes way too far.
Hey, and with that bar, we'll end it with a drive in the car away from this bar into our rocket ship to star
into Mars.
Into the Mars.
Wow, we actually did a lot better.
The
last time we were just saying anything and everything,
and now we can.
We've done that rap. Still though, but
I was born by a river in a little tent.
I'm trying to be an influencer making content.
Our content is like a rocket shooting to the star.
Okay, you just ruined it.
I'm not a rapper, bro.
What were you doing, bro? You just
I couldn't
instead of going with the bars, you just made your own new bar now. What the hell?
Thunder.
Okay.
That was fun. I'm sorry.
That was actually pretty good. I'm proud of us for improving because I feel like often when we play games and we run it back, we don't get any better. We're still the same old crappy attempts with it. But you know what? This was better.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you.
What? Thank you for complimenting me.
It wasn't just you.
I mean, complimenting us. I will take thanks. I'm just gratitude.
Well, would you not? I'm just gratitude. Would you not say we're better?
Yeah, no, I will. Thanks. We are better.
That's good. I'm glad you think so.
I think we should let the people in the comments give us some words that we can rhyme.
Please don't.
Time.
Actually,
I want to bust another.
No, but watch them say orange.
Wank it.
You're actually
wank it.
Blanket.
Tank it. Shrank it. Okay. Let's move on to song of the week since we're on the rhyming skills. Song of the week. Hey. I lost my rhythm.
I don't think you've had it, but okay.
Song of the week is our consistent segment, as you probably already know, where we share the music that you need to listen to because we've got good music taste. If you want to hear the songs, go over to our Spotify, look up all our playlists, and you've got a song for every mood. So, Mary B, please start with your song of the week.
Okay, so my song of the week is Distraction by Kehlani. Are you down to be a distraction, baby? Don't distract me. This song, I'm like, do you know what? I always am here for love songs, but this one's actually like, look, I've just had something and I don't want anything serious. I'm down to smash. I want pure mash, and I don't want you to fall for me. No. I want us to know what this is. You're simply a distraction for the time being, and there's gonna be nothing more from it. And do you know what? I love that women are also into that, because I feel like
More
in this day
power.
and age, men are always the ones being like, "Yeah, I'm not interested in anything more."
Go
But
back to women
I
in
love
men's fields.
exactly. I love that Kehlani is into just wanting to smash, just here for the mashing.
Listen.
But also, let me just give some shine for her actual vocals, because no matter what song she's producing, those vocals never fail me. They never fail.
They never fail at all. Kehlani's had a really long, a really good, and a really amazing career, because she is just talented to the bone. Those riffs she does, even her tone, I love her tone so much, and I think it's actually very unique. And we never talk about how Kehlani's just got this like really nice, high, but like soulful at the same time. You know, you really don't be hearing people that sound like Kehlani out there. I think she's got an amazing voice.
And I'm also glad that like recently she's come back a bit more, because I feel like back in the day she was popular and then she kind of fell off. Not necessarily like really
she had
did,
a child
but
and,
you know, like she wasn't as active, but now she's back and better, and I'm so here for it.
Folded was like
I listened to that song and I'm like,
2025.
damn, that shit ain't dope.
No. Also her song with
it's
Young
called
Thomas.
I thought you were talking about Kehlani. What was it? Dirt on My Shoes.
Dirt
Is that
on My
you've
Shoes,
also had that as the song of the week? It was a very good song. I listened to it after. I was like, that's a banger.
I loved Kehlani. Like, I've loved her for so long. That album where I think it's got Honey on it. I like my girls just like I like my honey. Sweet, a little jealous. Something like that. And I was like, God, she really just has something amazing.
She does.
And I used to love her music back then. I was a Ride or Die fan. That's when I was an album listener. And that album, that song
needed to be
I
listened
think I know
to.
every song on that album, literally. She, Jhené Aiko, like those are like my top 2 R&B sort of, you know, artists, I think, and SZA probably. But yeah, like Kehlani, undefeated, amazing. My song of the week, and I'm really excited to talk about this one, is Joe Jazz Last 108 Ride. So this song is a rap song by someone who actually reached out and shared his music, and we were like, hell yeah, let's have a listen.
Vibes.
And then it's not often that people share their music and you actually fuck with it and you actually think it's like something unique and creative. So Joe Jazz Last 108 Ride, the song is him talking about I think it's him talking about how he basically got injured. I believe he got like in an accident and in 2016, and he wasn't able to I think he was like a bit bedridden for some time, and he spoke about how like even though he didn't let it get him down, he didn't let it stop his creativity, and then like as he basically got better, he was able to like go on his skateboard and just like have fun and be creative. And I don't know, I like the story of it, and I think it taught me a bit more about him. And then on top of that, it's a really cool flow. And I really liked how he reminded me a bit of like very early Tyler.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
100%. And you know me and Tyler the Creator, I love me some Tyler. And that early Tyler, although like it's not what got me into Tyler, I can still appreciate how far he's come as well. But he also had that raw talent at the beginning that you just can't help but love as well. I also liked the music video from Joe Jazz's video, or from his song. I liked the visuals. I liked the little mask that he put on. I thought that was really cool. And also like it was just high saturation or something, and it just looked so nice and really upbeat and vibes.
I think my favorite lyric, from the chorus is, this the last skate from Blackheath, car speeds and the wind through my gap teeth. And I thought that was really funny and really iconic. And we love a gap tooth in this fucking team. We actually do. And I don't know, it was clever. And also, like, I'm thinking about, like, skating in Blackheath. Like, that's London. And, you know, the skaters around in East. And I think it's East. It could be South. But it's that area. And, yeah, it's just a fun vibe. Love the saturation, like you said. And not to say it's like Tyler, but it just reminded me of that early creativity, because you're really not seeing people like do characters or have like a certain specific type of visual that catches your eye, especially in rap, you know. But like we know people who rap and they, you know, it's all about like money, bitches,
drinks,
girls,
whatever,
yeah.
like.
But it's really creative to be able to tell your story in like a very fun and interesting, creative way. But also it's something like he acknowledges that, you know, everything he makes is like his. He produces it, he writes it, all of it is his, and you just gotta respect the creativity, the artistry of it. So shout out to you, and I feel like if other people want to share their music with us,
yes, please do, because we will actually be so glad to listen to it.
Yeah, and I mean, not gonna lie, if it's shit, like we probably won't shout it out. But if it's not shit, you know, we'll let you know.
You'll get the song of the week.
Yeah, and we'll probably put that in our rap playlist.
We will, 100%.
Yeah. So check out Joe Jazz, Last 108 Ride.
All right.
Is it me again?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I had a funny topic for you. I wanted to ask you some questions that I think, so because you've never been in a relationship, right? But like you just be the same.
Keep bringing it up. Maybe something will change soon or something.
It will. Right. So I feel like you're always giving good advice though about relationships to people.
Do you know what? This is so funny because I literally sent a reel to one of my little group chats the other day, and I was like, "This is me as fuck," and it was like, coach doesn't play ball, and it's like the people giving the best relationship advice even though they've never been in a relationship, and that is literally me. And then my friends were like, "Oh, but you somehow have the best advice ever known to man, even though you've never actually experienced it."
You actually do. It's weird.
Anyway, continue.
Well, I have a few relationship-based questions that I think you should give your insight on.
Okay.
So the first one is solving relationship questions, basically. Is going through someone's phone toxic or self-defense?
Okay. My instinctually I said toxic, but it depends. I feel like if you've spoken to your partner about like their phone, and you guys have agreed that you can look on each other's phones or whatever, that's fine. But also you should trust your partner enough to not have to go through their phone. But equally, if you've got something to worry about and you're expressing that to your partner, if your partner's being sus about it, that means there's something going on behind closed doors, and you need to figure that out.
Yeah.
But I think that is toxic. I don't think you need to have to go through your partner's phone, because also have they given you a reason to do that? Like, are you suspicious? Have they acted weird? Or are you is it the issue of you not trusting your partner even though they've given you no reason to feel that way?
Exactly.
So I think it depends on what your motive is. Like, actually, what is the reason behind it? But I think it is toxic.
Yeah. I think that no matter what, I'm speaking from a female's perspective. I think no matter what, if you are looking to go through your partner's phone, you will always find something you don't like.
Factual.
Regardless of how innocent or guilty your partner is, there's going to be something that annoys you. Whether it's him following a female to him texting a female, you're going to be annoyed and you're going to question something. So you might as well, if you don't trust your partner, have those conversations. If you're not able to have those conversations, you're in a toxic relationship. You need to start rethinking stuff. Yeah, we're on the same page. Okay, solving relationship questions. Your partner likes thirst traps, but swears they're just scrolling. Not a problem, or is a problem? I already heard you say no. So
but also, it depends on the extent of thirst. I mean, no, thirst traps are bad in general, but if it's like a sexual thirst trap, fuck no. If it's just like a girl looking cute, like, it's a bit annoying, but I can't really be that mad about it. Like, if you are just scrolling, I like guys looking cute. I feel like in a relationship, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, I'm not here for this all.
Yeah.
But I also think guys do things so, like, thoughtlessly. Like, there's no intent behind that. They're not like, oh my God, that girl's so fit. Like, I need to like this. They just keep going. But I still don't think it's good. I think if you have a partner, you shouldn't really be doing that anyway.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking about this quite hard because let's say his algorithm is just all women.
Then there's something wrong.
It's like, that just means that's all
you've only been liking that.
know? And also, it's damaging for your brain. That's the problem I have with it, right? Like, if I'm constantly liking only like attractive men, I'm not going to be looking at you, who probably doesn't look like that man on my socials, thinking,
That is awkward.
oh,
now.
babe, you're so attractive. No,
No,
'cause
I've
I'm
seen
constantly seeing
many,
much
many
attractive
more
things.
attractive men than that.
Like, as a whole, it's just not
Yeah, it's true.
a good thing to do.
I agree with that.
I don't think it's that deep if, like, you're following... If it's, like, girls you know.
Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
just
100%.
loads of models...
Then
like,
something's wrong.
just
What are you
chill
doing?
out,
Because you
like-
don't need to keep seeing these models on your For You page, bro.
Nah, you really don't. I remember thinking, like, it's not that... Originally, I used to think, like, it's just not that deep. Because I don't deep see social media, so why would they
Yeah.
do social media? But I think the subconscious problem that it creates is, like, you constantly consuming unrealistic standards, unrealistic, like, perceptions, and that then damaging, like, how you perceive potentially your partner or women in real life that you probably can't even attain. Let's be fucking
not
for
probably.
real.
You definitely could
No.
never.
No. It's screaming desperate. Okay. Solving relationship questions. Your partner... Sorry. Solving relationship questions. Dating potential is a trap. Do you think that's true or not?
100% true. 100% true.
Okay.
I'm so
You
sorry.
became Glinda.
No, because I just think that's a load of crap.
Mm-hmm.
I think if the person that you're dating is not showing you what they are right now, dating potential is not going to be reached. Let's be real, because the person you're talking to now thinks that you're settling for what they are now. They're not going to try and reach that potential that you're seeing, because they're like, oh, but she's actually happy with what I am now, so I don't need to try any harder to be better because I've already got her. And maybe not all men think like that, but that's how I can imagine it goes. So I don't really see the point in dating potential, because that's potential is iffy. There's not 100% guarantee that they're going to reach that. So you're banking on something. This is a human being, remember? Like, human beings change all the time. Like, there is no guarantee that they will become what you will need them or want them to become. So date someone who is what you want right now rather than what they could be.
Facts. I would throw a spanner in the works and ask you,
Of course you will.
does context, like, how much does context matter, right? Let's say, for example, you started dating someone when you were young. Do you think that it matters more that, like, do you think it's less of a trap if you're dating for potential? Because
Definitely,
realistically, like, if you are 16 and you guys have met,
Yeah.
there's more potential than not potential
But
when it comes to growing
I feel
up,
like
right?
when you're younger, it's like you guys are already, or you can see what trajectory they're on typically. Like, if you're, I don't want to shit on people who don't go to uni, you know, but like, you can see what type of trajectory they're going to go down, and maybe things change along the line, but also things like that is not as important as when you're older. Like, when you're in your late 20s looking to settle down, why would you choose to date someone who has like nothing,
doesn't want kids
who doesn't want
the
kids,
moment.
and they don't have their life together, over someone who actually knows exactly what they're doing? They're already either there or working literally right towards it, and you can see that they're going to achieve that over just some bum.
Facts.
I'm not here for that life, but also like I feel
No
like
one is.
I feel like it's fine to be with someone who, like, they are actively working towards that goal. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that, but
Yeah.
as long as they're showing that that is actually what's going to happen.
But how
rather
long
than-
are they showing that to? That's another thing.
Yeah, true.
Like, how long have they been showing or pretending that they have a goal?
Yeah, but you can see when someone's pretending and when it's actually happening. Like, they're making moves to go and fight, like, chase their dreams, whereas someone else is saying that they're going to go and chase their dream, but they're not actually doing anything about it. And if you say, oh, do this, they don't want to do it. So it's not worth it, guys. I'll be honest.
Facts. Yeah, my stance is basically identical to yours. I think that dating potential is a trap more times than not. Even when you're dating young, I don't even think I advise dating from a young age. If you do fall in love on a young age, you should also remember to follow your own dreams, follow your own goals, which a lot of people get lost in, because they follow the potential of potentially someone else.
And I also think that potential is what makes you heartbroken, because you fall in love with what someone could be, and then you realize that they're not gonna be that, and you're mourning something that you never even had in the first place.
Ooh, smart.
Look at me thinking, feelings that I've never had. I've never had that.
Yeah, I think, like you said, you're falling in love with someone that they aren't.
They're not there.
Yeah, dating potential is never what you want. I think as a woman, or as a woman, when you meet a guy, the guy that he's showing you to be is who he is. Don't try and think, but he's,
and we're not changing men out here. Let's get rid of that narrative, because it's not happening.
No.
If a man's gonna change, he's gonna do it on his own time, and no woman's gonna make him do it.
No. Never.
That's just what we need to know now.
Never,
That's just
ever.
the reality of life.
Yeah. I think that in relationships, you can really fall in love with someone because they make you want to be better, and for example, you make them want to be better, but that doesn't mean that they're going to meet the potential you've set for them.
Yeah, and you also can't change unrealistic things either. Like, you can't make someone do a 180 turn when that's just not what they want to do. If they're happy with what they are, like, little things can change, and you can make someone want to be better, but they're only going to be better on their own, like, they're only, exactly.
I think even certain small things, like if someone's really messy, and you were like, I know they're really messy now, but I can change them and make them tidy. They're probably always going to be messy. Let's be fucking for real. They might actually try and tidy up when you're around here and there, but they're going to slip eventually back into their nasty habits.
Exactly.
Like, you need to know what you want and stick with it, I think, and not settle for someone who you think potentially could be who you want them to be.
I completely agree.
Yeah. I might run some more relationship questions back, because
it's quite enjoyable. I'm knowledgeable out here.
Yeah, you're low-key that relationship therapist. You don't need experience to have wisdom. Period.
Clark it. Was that the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm going to jump straight into the next segment, which is very different.
Okay.
But I just wanted to talk about 2 shows at the moment. So one of them, the last episode came out on New Year's Day. So that was quite a while back. Stranger Things. Listen. Stranger Things was a scam.
Oh.
Season 5, they did trash. Okay, volume 1, season 5 was very good. Like, they set this up to be the best ending that could ever happen for a show. Like, it had so much potential. And then volume 2 was just like, okay, this last episode better be really good on New Year's Day. Everyone got to New Year's Day and was like, so what the fuck just happened?
Really?
People, the theories that fans were making up, they were like, oh no, they were pranking, there's going to be a new season because this can't be the last episode.
Really?
People were saying there's got to be episode 9, right? Because that's not real. There's no way in fucking hell that you guys did that.
Whoa.
It was terrible. And then, like, I kept on seeing comparisons on TikTok of what, like, season 2 was like compared to season 5. How did the CGI get worse? How did the quality of the actual, like, what you were watching get so much worse? There was one scene where one of the characters, Max, she's running out of, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but this other world, basically. She's sprinting. And they did it, like, in season 3 the first time, and it was, like, the best scene in the entire show. They redid that scene 2 times later, once in season 4 and once in season 5, I think. Those second 2 times it was pointless, and it was way worse. The scene looked so much less dramatic, and it's just shit. And they've just thrown the whole show out the window. It was like, you genuinely should have left it as the end of season 4 at that point. Like, this big thing that was like the thing that they've been trying to defeat the whole time since season 1.
You don't have to speak in, like, spoilers. I'm never gonna
No, I know, but I'm just saying in general. I don't even know what to flipping call it, like the mind flayer, whatever.
Okay.
This thing was, it took 5 minutes to defeat that thing in a 2-hour episode, which was the final. And I was like, mind you, the epilogue was an hour. So the second half of that entire episode was just the aftermath of what happened after the final fight. Mind you,
was anything interesting?
No, it was just everyone getting back to normal life. And also, one of the characters coming out scene was like 5 minutes 40. The final defeating scene was 5 minutes 20. You do the maths. Why was the coming out scene longer than the final battle?
Ooh.
I've never seen something so terrible. And, like, even the actor for the guy who was coming out, he said that he just wasn't fucking with some of the lines that they used. And I was like, nobody was. Nobody was, bro. It was actually so bad.
Really?
And then, okay, so
I've not been hearing good things, to be honest.
Coming to my second show, right? I saw a lot of TikToks of people being like, oh my god, like, Stranger Things is like dark for babies. Now, look, we gotta get into the lore of dark, because every time anyone's like, oh, I want a show to watch, I say watch Dark.
Yeah.
Because Dark is a fucking
Banging
banger.
show.
And this time I know you can talk about it for days with me because
I've watched it.
oh my god, that's a mind fuck. Until the last episode, you ain't got a clue what's happening.
The first time I heard of Dark was at uni because I have a friend who watched it a long time ago, and I started it because obviously we're German, and I was like, oh, it's a German show. But then I couldn't get into it because I was like, I'm confused. I was also trying to watch it without subtitles, which was a foolish mistake because I thought I was more fluent than I am.
I don't know science terms in German,
No,
that's for damn
crazy
sure,
work.
so I would have been cooked.
Yeah, and then we watched it because it got recommended to me again, and I was like, of course we have to watch it. So then we started it together, and wow, that was insane. Where if you want to watch a show where you don't understand anything,
Your mind is constantly being fucked all over again and again and again and again. And every time you think you start to get the plot, it just gets ripped from underneath you again. Because you're like, oh wait, no, there's another bit to the plot that actually just ruined my entire theory.
It's like from season 1, you watch the whole thing and you think you've started theory crafting a couple things. Then you start season 2 and you realise you were actually not even close. Not even close.
And then you start thinking you're grabbing at more things at the end of season 2. Season 3 comes and you're like, oh, so since once again I have no idea.
The whole strategy. Yeah. But like the whole journey is so good because it's satisfying to try and figure it out.
Literally. And the thing that I love about the show so much is a lot of the time with shows that are so complex, there's loopholes and you're like, wait, no, plot holes, sorry. Plot holes where you're like, wait, but that was never answered, or I don't really understand that. That show, I kid you not, any plot hole that I tried to think of, it was solved. There was no way that there was any plot hole left.
No. It was like, I think they made the show so elaborate that it's like everything was just well thought out, and that's how you can tell. Like Stranger Things was like, it was sort of off the cuff. Every season was like
apparently not. Apparently they did plan it, and to be fair, there was a lot of episodes in like season 2 and season 3 or whatever where that actually was relevant in season 5, so they had actually planned it. But I think people are theorizing that like it was very rushed to get out, so that's what caused the error. But then again, it was 5 seasons over 9 years, so really you do the maths. No one was rushing.
Yeah, why?
But somehow you still came out with a terrible season 5.
No,
it was really disappointing. Like I was so excited.
I remember I saw you watching it 2 times speed. I was like, that's not Mary B.
Yeah, literally. I don't do those things, but I was like, I need to get through this.
Wow.
And no, it wasn't worth it. It was not worth it.
If you haven't watched Dark, like it's actually one of those shows that can change your perspective on filmmaking, because like just down to the casting alone, how can you cast characters so accurately?
Over 3 generations, they all look the exact same. The child version, the middle-aged version, and the old version of each character looks literally like that could be the people grown up.
Yeah. And it's not CGI. That's what makes it crazy.
Literally.
It's so
insane.
Cool.
So good.
So does that mean that Stranger Things has a similar concept to Dark?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Not at all, but it's like it's the same type of like otherworldly stuff, you know.
Like dystopian type thing.
Yeah.
Damn. So what are you rating season 5? Out of 5.
Out of 5, I think I'd probably give... No, the thing is, the problem is here, the first half of season 5 was actually really, really good. The second half is what actually ruined the entire thing.
Damn.
So...
Did you see that video where Millie Bobby Brown was like reacting to that scene? And then she walked off crying. Scene? I don't know. I thought that scene...
Oh, when they were reading the script or something?
Yeah, I think so. But no, she was like watching it back.
Oh no, I can't remember. I don't think I've seen the interview.
Yeah, I don't know. She sounded like she was really in bits, and I don't know why.
Because I don't know if she was disappointed with her character's ending.
Oh really?
I wasn't. Well, I think the problem is they left it really ambiguous. And basically one character supposedly died, but then there was a theory at the end of the episode that she was maybe still alive. And I was just kind of like, I think it would have been better off if she was just dead and everyone moved on.
Yeah.
Because I think it was right. It would have been the right ending to the show for her to have fully died. No. Oh. Anyway, it just would have been perfect if she just died and there wasn't any theory crafting from the actual characters that maybe she was still alive somewhere else. But yeah, overall, out of 5, I'd probably give the show that season 2.2. It is pretty bad.
No way. And I'm not gonna lie, I was seeing clips online of just like Millie Bobby Brown's acting, and I was like, damn.
She just made the same like confused
or
face.
disturbed
Yeah.
face. But in the earlier seasons, she was acting.
Literally.
As a child, it was so impressive to see her.
Literally,
acting
and
like
her
that.
in the show, she's dating another
Finn
character,
Wolfhard, right?
Mike. So Elle and Mike are dating, and for the first 2 seasons when they're dating, it's like, oh my god, this is such a cute little couple, and they're like kids, and it's so adorable, and we see the character development, and then maybe the first 3 seasons of it, even it's good, but season 4 and 5, you don't even see them interact, and then in one of their final scenes, it's them supposed to be really emotional, and then they kiss, but it's just the most washed thing. You haven't seen them interact in 2 seasons, and their kiss is so unpassionate, and you're just like, what am I watching? Because this isn't giving a cute relationship that I support anymore.
To be fair, I always saw online they don't actually hang out much. They don't they don't have a lot of chemistry. Which
I mean, also you should be able to force that a little bit. It was
for an
hard to
actor.
watch. It was hard to watch. Not just I don't feel it. It was actually a hard watch.
No way.
And even his hand on her waist was like this. He wasn't
Really?
even wrapping his hand. It was like that. And I was like, this doesn't give.
They could just retake
anything.
that. No, God. They probably said,
It was
nah,
so
they aren't
bad.
feeling each
But
other.
apparently her actual husband was on set, so maybe it was a bit awkward or something. But also that shouldn't.
Bro,
stop
get off
you.
set. I'm working. Why are you
Literally.
here, bro? You stalker.
Yeah, honestly, it was
Is he actually
terrible.
jobless? Because I don't know what her husband does.
I don't have.
Is he a musician?
I literally have
He's
no
a
idea.
musician's kid. Something Bon Jovi. But
Yeah, but I don't know.
weird. That's actually really weird. I don't know. Millie Bobby Brown, she just feels very out of touch all the time. I don't know. But it's very cute. In
The
terms of her
dirtier, the better.
Dirtier.
That's
That's
one of my
mean.
favourite memes.
It is. It's a funny one. But her...
She did also, I actually feel bad for her, though, because when she was growing up, she's gotten so much hate, and she's still so young. And, most of her career has just been her getting hated on as, adolescent.
True. I think it's really cool that she's, adopted a kid and,
Yeah, I
she's started
agree.
a family. She's really happy. I think that's potentially why she's neglected her actual acting skills. But
Yikes.
that's my only take on that, because I haven't watched
But I don't know
it.
what else is she even in.
I remember she was in Sherlock, Eleanor.
Oh yes,
Eleanor
Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes. That wasn't very good either. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't remember it.
It wasn't very good. I think she's also been in one of the Jurassic movies or some sort of movie like that. Her part wasn't great either. So I don't know.
Yeah, she's not got much to show for it
Yeah.
anymore.
But I think she's definitely segued into business.
Yeah,
And making clothes and stuff. And
She's making her
makeup.
clothes and
Yeah,
makeup and
which is fair
perfumes and
enough.
whatever.
Yeah, maybe that's her bag. Might try one of her perfumes.
Facts, actually.
Yeah.
I've really been my perfume bag, just quickly. Random at the end.
Yeah, lol. We
I've
need
been
to actually
really
talk about our
trying.
our fragrances these days, because
Yeah.
I'm really trying to get into it this year, and I
Facts.
love fragrances. But on that note, we'll leave that for another day.
We will.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
This has been the Same But Diff podcast. Again, if you liked it, please like, share, comment, put on the post notification bar if you want.
Literally. Go over to our Spotify, follow, listen to our Song of the Week playlists.
All of the above, man.
Follow us
And
on socials as well.
yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've
Thank
been
you.
Cecilia.
I've been Mary B.
Bye.
See ya.